30-minute break from the absolute torture that is my job, and we're gonna make use of it. We're gonna make a video, we're gonna do some PvE, we're gonna do some crafting. No, we're just gonna do some PvE. I still need to get my nature stats up. There we go, 137,000 to start the day off. Starting the day off on a high note. Let's get some more PvE done. I bet this would be a nice map to run around on. However, I'm not in very good gear, and I don't want to do tier 7 in 4 flats, so I'm going to go to the tier 5 map here. Wonderful, I pulled the bird. Of course I pulled the bird. I always pull the damn trash. Don't be scared of the black zone. You get a lot of rewards in the black zone. I just got 40,000 fame. That would have taken forever to get in yellow zone, man. It would have taken so much time. Time that I will never get back. There's another 30,000. I'm gonna go to this tier 5 map. Probably good tracking stuff here too. I decided to start tracking. Tracking is nice. Tracking's fun. I didn't really think much of it at first, but it's grown on me. Gonna do EXP camps too. We're gonna run to these EXP camps. I call them EXP camps because that's what you get. You get EXP there. Ooh, empowered. Always stop for empowered monsters, baby. Always stop for empowered monsters. Get these goldies. These Goldilocks. They always do that. Alright, I'm dead. I'm dead. He doesn't want to kill me. Whatever, man. Arigato. Alright, I'm not dead. Whatever. I just want the fame, man. I'm just here for the fame. I'm just here for the fame. I'm not here for killing people. I'm not here for anything else. Alright, well, it was very kind of him to let me go. He could have killed me. I wouldn't have cared. Not finding any good tracks yet. No good tracks yet. I'm really happy I didn't die. He decided to show mercy. I am just trying to spec my things up, man. I'm not here to fight. I'm not here to kill. I don't kill people, man. Not right now, I don't. I mean, one day maybe, but not today. Not today. Okay. If anybody ever sees this, leave your Albion character in the comments and you'll enter a raffle for 1,000,000 silver. We'll do a giveaway. Even though I did not risk anywhere near 1,000,000 silver this trip. So, just working on nature staff, trying to get to level 100 on all of those. That is my recommended way of playing Albion is, if you want to get the most out of this game, you need to be level 100. You need to be level 100. I'm going to say it every video, like for the rest of my life. If you want to get the most out of Albion Online, you need to be level 100. You need to, get real with it. Like you only have so much time, right? And this is a game where you could easily like spend years playing it and never get any better. That's kind of the situation I'm in, where I've been playing for years, but I'm not any better than I was when I started, because I've spent most of that time not be getting to level 100, or I spent all that time getting to level 100 more than once. Like, look at this tree here: 100 boots, 100 plate armors, 100 helmets, 100 swords, 100 maces. You know how long this took me? It took me too long. It took me so long that I'm still working on it today. I'm still not close to done. Well, actually, I'm pretty close to done. But the point is, if I had just chosen one weapon and gotten that one weapon to level 100, right? I could have spent the rest of my time enjoying my character and enjoying the game. Just going to PvP, doing, Black Zone stuff, joining a nice big guild and playing with a guild. There's so much that I could have done if, let's see what tier this is. 8? No thanks. 6 maybe. There's so much that I could have done if I didn't spend all this time leveling up. Does that make sense? So, I don't know, man. I mean, it's your life, it's your game, but I recommend picking your favorite weapon, going all in on that weapon, and never looking at other builds, or never trying to spread yourself too thin. And this is it's kind of a life lesson too, if you think about it, because there's all sorts of opportunity costs in Albion, and all the time that you spend doing one thing is time spent not doing something else. For example, take Gathering. Let's say you are tier 8 in skinning, and you're making 2 million silver an hour by skinning leather. And then you decide, hey, I want to start doing ore gathering too. I want to be a miner. And then you spend, 100 hours getting to tier 8 mining? Well, you could have spent that 200 hours getting leather and skinning animals, and you would have had more silver. Does that make sense? Now you're tier 8 in mining and skinning, but you didn't spend that time skinning, so you're worse off, right? And let's say you are like a hardcore gatherer and you spend like 1,000 hours gathering, and the consequence of that is you're bad at PvP because you spent 1,000 hours gathering instead of 1,000 hours playing PvP stuff. Does that make sense? Like, this game has huge opportunity costs. Everything you do is at the expense of everything else that you do, that you could do. So, me, I'm a great example of trying to do too many things at once and then not being very good at all of them. So, take that for what it's worth. I'm probably going to say that like every day just to really hammer it in for people, because it's probably the #1 most important thing about Albion, that everybody makes that same mistake. They all try to level up too many different things, and then they end up being bad at all of them. Rather than picking one thing, getting really good at that, and being really good at that one thing. So, Alright, once I'm done with nature staffs, though, I think I'm going to stop there. I think I'm going to start doing something else with my time. This looks like something I can actually track. So let's track it. So we're going to do whatever content comes up along the way. Yeah, let's go to that tier 6 map. That's what I wanted to do anyway. So it's nice that this tracking place is bringing me somewhere that I actually intended to go anyway. See, that's a really beautiful moment for tracking. I think tracking is underrated. I think it's definitely worthwhile to do tracking. Like people just don't play this game. Like, first of all, the game's very niche. The game's very niche, and there's not that many players. There's like 100,000 players across all 3 servers, if I'm not mistaken. And out of those, 80% of the players are solo players that stay in the safe zones all the time. And then the other 20% are PvP players, which don't do tracking because they're not interested in tracking or doing any PvE. So that leaves you with a percentage of players that is basically 0% of players are doing tracking, which is quite fascinating to me, quite interesting, especially